guys, it's time for this month's So You Like, my monthly recommendation series where I take a piece of media that I've enjoyed in the past month or so, spin out what is interesting and cool about it, and then suggest some things that you might like if you, like me, enjoyed it. This month's piece of media is Andor. Specifically, the second season came out earlier this year, and I watched it this month because I've been behind and needing to sort some stuff out with the Disney Plus account that we use. So, I got caught up on it. It's really good, and I have some thoughts on it. So first of all, it is obviously Star Wars. It's some of the best of Star Wars in a lot of ways. It's really doing some more adult themes with Star Wars. It's doing some really morally grey stuff where the rebellion is not, in some ways, very different from the Empire in this sort of general area, but it's interesting to sort of play around in that area a bit more, rather than the broad strokes light Jedi and rebels against the dark Sith Empire, and so that's definitely a part of it, and this does a lot with the espionage stuff. There's a lot of stuff with playing around in that morally grey stuff with assassinations and corporate espionage and just other espionage and things like that, and there's a lot of cool stuff going on in that. And I think I've got some good suggestions, but I feel like there is maybe one more thing that I could have said, and I can't think of what it is. So the first thing that I want to recommend to you based on Andor is Altered Carbon, specifically the Netflix TV show, because it is very much same vibe in a lot of ways. There's a lot of morally grey stuff, there's stuff about a rebellion going on, there's ideals being tested and in the people that are involved, and there's just a lot going on with that sort of action that you still see, and there's the competence of the main characters and things like that. It's really interesting sort of take on these concepts, and it is just a similar vibe in so many ways. The next thing I want to recommend to you based on Andor is Dr. Aphra. Now, Dr. Aphra was first introduced way back in, I want to say 2012, when Star Wars, got the license for the comics got taken over by Marvel, and so they brought in some new stuff. They were doing stuff with in between New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and Vader having to sort of go, I need some new agents of my own, and so he brings in Dr. Aphra and her two murderous droids. So basically, the droids end up being a dark mirror to C-3PO and R2-D2, but Dr. Aphra, entirely original character, she's not really based on anyone in particular. She's a really interesting character, and she promptly got spun off into her own series after a short while. And she's just a really cool character, and is in the Star Wars universe doing all sorts of stuff, and she's kind of semi on the dark side, as in the same sort of opposite to Andor being the darkest side of the light side. She's the lightest side of the dark, almost. It's weird. It's really interesting, and she is a character that is incredibly flawed and incredibly interesting just to sort of see her do some of these things, and I highly recommend checking out anything with her in it, but specifically her self-titled stuff, because it is very good. And the last thing that I want to recommend to you based on Andor is The Resistance. Now, this is a tabletop game. It is a deception-based one, and it is very much based around similar scenarios to Andor. There is a set of traitors, and there's a set of resistance people, and so the traitors have to sort of do spy stuff to try and deceive their way into the sort of side, the missions of the Resistance, and it is very much the same vibe. If you want to be doing that sort of deception stuff in your own like gaming, this is very much like this is the way that you do that sort of thing as a game. Not necessarily an RPG, but this is the way that you do it as a board game. So those are my recommendations for you based on Andor. I think that there's something that I can't put my finger on that would have been an excellent fourth one, and I'm just kind of out of it. There's a lot going on. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you can think of any other good suggestions, and let me know what you thought of mine. Tell me in the comments down below, I would love to know. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description down below to join my Discord, and I'll see you guys next time.